So you're looking to create personalized outbound messages because you know that they're gonna get a few percentage more replies, and this is how I do it via N8N. I know that in Clay you can do it also. Let me show you how it's done in Clay, and then we can go into N8N and I'll show you how I have structured my workflow to take LinkedIn data from their main page, from someone's main page, and then just have the first personalized line. All right, let's get into this. So here we have Clay, and I've put the prompt here, and actually Clay got the prompt very fast and actually executed much better. And for some reason I'm having trouble connecting my API on their trial because there's some limit, but with my normal N8N I'm not having any problems. So let's see. Hey Michael, congrats on leading content and workday. With all those stories you're helping create, how do you keep okay, so this is not very relevant. This one, okay, founding by Coco. As you scale influencer campaigns, how do you keep track of all the posts and like? That's something that I want, right? So I might actually want to have a shorter personalization, but anyways, we don't need to get into that. All right, so in N8N, I'm just looking at this sheet right here. So in this sheet, I have the LinkedIn profile, which is somewhere around here. There you go. So it's going to this link. It's looking at this person, and this person is working at Sneakers and Kale, and they have some posts about content that drives sales, etc. And they have influencer. Yeah, so she was an influencer marketing director, right? All right, so what do we do from here? I want to feed this in. I want to scrape that page, so I use the HTTP request right here. I feed in the LinkedIn URL from my sheet, because in my sheet I've scraped all the data and I have their LinkedIn URLs. All right, 1 second. And then once I put that in, then I turn the HTML into readable text, because then we have less stuff in the ChatGPT so that it doesn't get confused. This text I'm gonna post down below. I actually saw this video, this guy, Jens, thank you. Use that text. And then after that, you're gonna use your AI agent. I put this prompt in the system prompt, but it was not working, and now it's working way better. So this is the text that I wanted to do. So for example, right here.
Crafted to line, personalized outreach icebreaker that feels like texting a friend. Designed for a high-achieving influencer marketing manager in the US. Based on for the person's LinkedIn profile data. Base it on meaningful inferences from publicly available information to connect on a personal level, demonstrating a clear understanding of their specific goals and challenges, especially in influencer marketing and measuring the date. It should also hint at our offer. End with a thoughtful question that confirms the inference and opens a conversation about scaling their
All right, about the data, that was wrong. So, okay, so there we have that. And then it generates an output. So the last output I generated was congrats on your insights about creating impactful content. I'm curious, how do you currently measure the success of blah, blah, blah? Tracking engagement, right? So how you do this is basically from these steps. And now I'm just going to add the next step, which is update a row. And we're gonna choose by ID, and then we just can take that ID from here. And the sheet name, so okay, that was wrong. It's not that ID. This one is wrong. This is not the right ID. Let's just hard code this. Doesn't matter now. Later in the future, I can just set a variable and reuse it. So we're just gonna put that, and the sheet name is 1. And so we're gonna map it to, so we're gonna have the personalization go in the last one right here. Maybe we don't have it yet, so I need to create a new column called personalize. Let's just call it personalize. And we're gonna update this. Fetching columns, there you go. So in the personalization, I'm just gonna put the output, right? So if we test the field now, I don't know if we have the, so I just found it, it was row number. So we're gonna test this again, see if it works. Column to match on. Nope. There you go. Now I just drag this in here. So let's test again. Test this again. Looking good. So we have our personalization. Perfect. Okay, let's make this a bit bigger. So I just want everything to be inside itself. And that's our personalization. I hope you're enjoying this video, and click the thumbs up and subscribe. And now you know how to basically scrape and add to your sheet the personalization, right? So we scrape their LinkedIn profile, and from their LinkedIn profile we are basically using it to make an HTTP request there, get the data, turn the data into normal text, which can be used with the AI, and then using a prompt here to make the personalization happen the way we want it. And then at the end, we're just adding the personalization to our list. Clay is doing this very effectively, but I just need to figure out how to make it work with my AI. Anyways, have a good day, and talk to you later. Bye. Click on this other video. See you there.